Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us for a drink with the creative.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
So, Dom, we're gonna get into this. What's your 9 to 5?
I work in IT.
Okay. And what's your 5 to 9?
I do animation, illustration, I host shows where I interview people, miscellaneous drawing, directing, producing, blah, 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 blah.
What's the first thing you thought about when you woke up this morning?
I thought about my phone. I'm gonna be real with you. I was thinking about my phone. I rolled out of bed and I was like, no, you know what it was? I disconnected my Alexa in the middle of the night for some reason. I don't know why I did it, but I disconnected it, and I remember waking up and being like, why did I do that?
What are you excited about these days?
I'm really excited about what's been happening with my art. Since, like I was telling you before, I have like a manager and a business development person helping me. They're helping me with all this stuff that doesn't come naturally to me in terms of like sales, marketing, making my site work better, shops and all that stuff. I'm excited about potentially having consistent income coming in for my art, getting paid consistently and having it be something that I own and it works, you know. I'm really excited about that.
What was your first job?
It was IT. I got an IT job when I was a junior in high school because I won this essay contest, and that was the prize, is that you get to work for the government.
What's your favorite holiday?
I feel like I have two answers for this. I think I like Christmas, but it's kind of sad for me as well. So I think it's that or Halloween. Halloween is it a holiday?
Yeah.
I love anything that makes people like, they're in costumes, they're openly talking about death and like spooky shit. That's like when normies are allowed to think about spooky stuff like, oh, I'm a skeleton. I'm like, bitch, that's me every day. Dog. Halloween is every day for me.
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading Doom Patrol. I think I have it. Let me bring it up.
You said Doom Patrol?
Yes, Doom Patrol. It's a book. It is a graphic novel written by Grant Morrison, who's one of the greatest comic authors of all time. There's a show about this on DC right now, which I heard is not very good, but this is one of the weirdest stories I ever read. It's about a superhero team, but like they're all somehow handicapped and like really fucked up. Like, yeah, they're really messed up, these people, and they fight villains who live inside of paintings and like try to warp reality and stuff. Like they're like the superhero team you call when no one else knows how to deal with the situation. So yeah, I really like Doom Patrol.
Okay. Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube?
I feel like I'm a YouTube person in general. Like that's where I really started. I think that's like that's my bread and butter, but I've been very interested in Instagram recently because the other day I made a post where I posted this character, and I've been playing around with like splitting my, how do you put this? Creating personas that I live through online. So I did this thing where I made this character and I was like, oh, ask her questions and she'll talk to you. And people were talking to this character. Obviously I was writing for her, but I noticed that people were interacting with her differently than they would with me. And people who usually don't comment on my shit on IG were willing to talk to her. So I was like, this is interesting.
Oh, that's cool. What was her name?
Depression Cherry. She's a new character.
Depression Cherry.
Yeah, named after an album, one of my favorite albums, really.
Why is YouTube your favorite one?
I really like video, and video is easier to put on YouTube than IG. I just love video. I love animation.
So I saw that you have like a YouTube series, Dom Sketches?
Yes, it's Dom Sketchcast. Please get it right, Ty.
Dom Sketchcast.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, awesome. So that's your YouTube channel?
Yes, it's my YouTube channel. That's where I put all my stuff. That's where you guys should all go to watch me talk more and draw. Yeah.
Who is the last person you texted?
I think it was you saying I was on my way here. It's not really you're gonna get that answer a lot from you, duh. So before you, I think I was asking a friend about something. I know it's very vague.
Okay, cool. We won't get into details. If you were a rapper, what would your stage name be?
For DSC fans, they already know it's Young C. I'm not gonna say it with the C. It's Condom.
What advice would you give your 18-year-old self?
I was thinking about this a lot on the way here, and I think there's like technical advice about art and what you should do, and then there's life advice, and I really feel like I would have told my 18-year-old self to go to therapy. I would have told like start earlier. Don't wait till 25 when you have a mental breakdown. It's like no, don't wait till then. Just start now. You know, like.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I got to talk to Neil Gaiman for an hour for a Reddit thing. Yeah, it was great. He's one of my biggest inspirations. But pretty much everything he said to me was the best advice. But damn, you know what? It's him and another artist who really affected me. But he told me that limitations for an artist are amazing because it gives you something to fight against. And he told me that like 3 years ago, and this is something I keep coming back to, where it's like, you'll hear artists talk a lot about like, don't restrict me, man. Like you always try to don't put me in a box. No, boxes are good because artists are like, they just radiate energy. They're just like exploding. And if you start thinking about artists like I do as energy sources, like they're kind of like nuclear reactors. It's sort of like you see this just flames just like coming out. And what happens when you see an energy source like that? You try to funnel it, right? You put it in a box and you see if you can get pipes to connect to making windmills run and all that stuff. That's the cage. That's the limitation. So it's like, you could give me a blank sheet of paper and I'll go. I'll just draw stuff on there. I'm not scared of it. But if you tell me that I can only draw something that relates to, I don't know, Bob Dylan, then I'm like, oh, okay, then I'm...
It gives you some parameters, Okay. One piece of advice for other animators just starting out.
I'm gonna be selfish and I'm gonna say experiment, because I'm really like experimental art, and I think there are a lot of Miyazakis out there. There are a lot of people trying to be, I don't know, Aaron Magruder, people trying to be Disney style, Cal Arts style, but I think what's most important is that you find your voice as fast as you can. Go ahead and study that other stuff, but like at some point you're gonna have to tell the story in the way that only you can and animate the way only you can. And I think that's only gonna come from experimenting and chasing weird ideas, and like go study the ecology of Guatemala for half a month or something, to go learn about other stuff, and then that'll eventually bring you back into your work.
All right, so thinking about traveling, you just mentioned Guatemala. What's your favorite country to visit?
Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
Nice. What's the best, worst movie that you love to watch?
It's easy. That's The Room.
The Room?
Have you seen The Room? Oh, hi, man. you ever seen The Room?
What's the best plot twist of all times?
Oh no, I got it, Ty. I got it. I'm like Tom Brady in the last 10 seconds. Whew. Black Mirror, 50 Million Merits. You seen that?
Well, yes.
The glass to the neck?
Yes.
And then they commodify his disdain for his society, his system, his life. They commodify the very feeling of wanting to just be done with it. It's like, imagine you want to kill yourself and then they're like, we could sell that. Like, great. And then he takes it and then he does it. He's like, I do want a nicer place. Like
yeah.
that. Oh, love it.
Is so good.
Love it.
What's your go-to workout song?
Final Fantasy VII boss music.
Okay.
In the video game.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could have one short dinner with anyone living or dead, who would it be?
My first answer to this was Basquiat, but
Basquiat?
Yeah, but
okay.
I love the guy. He doesn't know what the internet is though. So like, I'd be asking him a lot of questions, and also like, there's questions like, okay, so bring a guy back from the dead for dinner, right? What if he's like, I was dead. I saw this, and like, yeah, I know, but like, we made this nice dinner. I don't want to fucking eat. I'm just trying to talk about, like, I was dead. I'm like, yo, chill. Because I just want to get the information out of you. I'm like, we only have 30 minutes for this dinner. Ty told me, and he's like, no, I was dead. And so, I'll choose a living person. Jordan Peele, easy.
Jordan Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Yes, I'm so excited about Us.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Yes.
I'm really excited about it.
If you were to design a t-shirt, what would you put on it?
I have designed many t-shirts. My favorite one has Blue Cerberus on it. Blue Cerberus is my production company. Maybe I'll send you an image of it so you can put it right here.
Yeah.
Is it up here? Is it? Yeah. Blue Cerberus is a creature I came up with. So yeah, 4 heads. It's blue. It's cute.
What's been your favorite moment of your career thus far?
Probably getting to talk to Neil Gaiman, or when Viceland, I worked on a show for them for 2 seasons, a couple episodes, and they flew me out to Seattle to work on the show, and just, there was a feeling of, excuse me, I'm belching into the mic. Belching. It was the first time I'd been flown out anywhere for something art related, and it was just back to the energy thing. I was like, my creative energy put me in a position where I'm in a plane flying across the country. Just like that energy put me here.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just all from my brain, me out of my bedroom. I mean, that one really, that was a high point for me.
That's awesome. What's your least favorite?
Anything having to do with hiring people, delegation, accounting. I have some people who work with me in the production company. Sometimes they'll ask me things that are very legitimate questions, like, okay, so what's the plan with this? Like, is this series gonna end at some point? Like, ask me questions like that. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer to a lot of these questions.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense. You want to focus on the art, right?
Yeah, but I'm also kind of in a leadership position, so I have to accept that and what comes with it.
If you could work with any network or studio, which one would it be?
I don't think Monkey Paw counts. Monkey Paw is Jordan Peele's production company, but that's not a network. I think what I want to make, what would make me really happy is like something similar to Doom Patrol with like very weird, like Atlanta, if they had powers, like that's like, whoa, that's my shit. Yeah, love it. So probably FX.
FX?
Or Adult Swim, but probably FX. Because I don't want to be funny all the time.
Yeah.
So probably FX.
Nice. All right, cool. Dom, thank you so much for doing this with us and also showing up here.
Yeah.
Like, you're awesome. We cannot wait to have you at Lab Hours so you can like share some really good knowledge on like what it's like to turn those L's into lessons. Yeah,
I'm very glad to be here. Very glad to talk about my L's, of which there are many. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you at the damn thing. Shout out to all the valets out there who are watching this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you, Ty.
All right, no problem. Thanks, Dom.